On Tuesday, she was hit with a federal criminal referral for instances of alleged mortgage fraud. The Federal Housing Finance Agency Director, William Pulte, sent a letter to AG Pam Bondi and her deputy AG, Todd Blanche, accusing Letitia James of mortgage fraud. Quote, in the course of exercising U.S. federal housing authorities under Federal Housing Enterprises Financial Safety and Soundness Act, U.S. Federal Housing has identified matters that are appropriate for referral to the U.S. DOJ for the consideration of criminal prosecution. The bottom line is they're alleging that she got a second house in Virginia. She lives in New York. She's the New York Attorney General. She has to live in New York. She got a second house in Virginia, and then in applying for a mortgage for that house, she had a lawyer to whom she designated power of attorney declare that it was her principal residence. They allege that she did that because you get a better mortgage rate when you say it's your principal residence, because banks think if you're going to...
You know, I did the research, and I sometimes you just laugh, people. You just, because you know everybody's acting and everybody's faking, they're playing a role. And as much as I want to be professional sometimes, people, look, I'm not going to front. I got to laugh. I got to keep it real. The talking heads are at it again. The boomerang is on. I've been saying recently, and I'm glad I started to say it, whatever issue that they have, that is the powers that they come up with, they bleed it. They milk it for everything it is. Okay, Mickey Mouse slapped Donald Duck on stage. Okay, now we're going to interview Mickey Mouse mama, her niece, her daddy. We're going to dig his granddaddy up, dig him up out of the morgue and interview him, then, put him back in the ground. We're going to go to the nursing home. We're going to go and see great Minnie Mouse. We're going to interview him. They're going to run it, but you knew at some point the boomerang was going to happen, right? Because she basically, arguably, has made her career dealing with DJT. And you just knew it was coming back. And what are the odds that they're after her? I guess you can say in the same light that she was after Trump. People, good afternoon, good evening. Where you are, I am Friendship Pierce. Welcome to Friendship Blue. It's the 19th of April. Hope you guys are having a beautiful week. Yeah, Resurrection Week. Praise the Lord, from whom all blessings flow. So let's get into this cartoon show.
Is Trump playing his own form of lawfare in New York?
Well, I think they say people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Right.
It's beyond ironic that the allegations that she's now facing stem from the exact same types of mortgage fraud or loan type fraud that Trump went through that incredible civil trial on, where he defended himself, and he said that those banks and those financial institutions that he dealt with had acknowledged and had their own fair opportunity to look into and do their research. The allegations against Letitia James are not quite as friendly to her, and they look quite damning. Now, the DOJ is going to start their investigation. That's going to take some time. I don't know how many resources they're going to put behind that, but if these allegations that are being put forth turn out to be true, she is going to be facing the same sort of bankruptcy and turning over of her assets to the state that Donald Trump had to through that.
Mr. Miller, Letitia James says the allegations against her are nothing more than a revenge tour by the Trump administration. What's your response?
My response is that Letitia James is one of the most corrupt, shameless individuals ever to hold public office. She's guilty not only of those crimes, but of countless more crimes by using and abusing her public office to try to persecute an innocent man, depriving him of his rights, engaging in a conspiracy to obstruct our election, and to...
Lights, camera, action. Action. I said action, Purple. Let's go.
Miller,
There you go. Walk behind me. Got the Phoenician colors. Y'all know the purple. Play like you talking to the brother. Yeah, y'all giggling. How's the football game? I don't like football. I like MJ. You see the purple? You think it was staged? I think it was staged. What are the odds? People, shall we do a little history check so I can put this cartoon show together for you guys? On April 16, 2025, New York Attorney General Letitia James, no relation to Rick James. I couldn't help that one. Was referred for potential criminal prosecution by the Federal Housing Finance Agency. Mortgage fraud. Really? The FHFA alleges that James may have falsified records and misrepresented information on her loan applications to secure more favorable loan terms for properties in Virginia and New York. So allegations making the property for the loan in Virginia her principal property, whereas her principal property is in New York. People, let me tell y'all something. This is a high-profile woman. You think a high-profile woman is going to try to do some crap like that? And with a name like that, and when you got to write down what you do, come on, man. Come, people, I had to go there. Think about it. Think about it. What kind of example can I put this? Can you imagine Hillary Clinton going into another state, knowing that she lived where? In New York? I guess that's where she stayed. And she show up, or whatever. People, I don't care how they spin this thing. Even if she had used somebody else, people gonna do their due diligence on money, okay? Now check this out. What is this other part here? Civil complaint at a September 21st, 2022 press conference, James announced a lawsuit against Trump, his 3 older children, and organization for fraud and other forms of misrepresentation, citing over 200 alleged instances and asserting that Trump wildly exaggerated his net worth by billions. So she went after him 9/21/2022. Let's put it together. 9/21/2025 is the anniversary of Letitia James going after Trump, right? Versus now she's in the pot on 4/16/2025. Why is the difference 5/5? Because people, they're trying to tell us again in another mysterious way, in my humble opinion, allegedly, 5/5 is the age that Julius Caesar died. Do you understand? To me, that's what this is all about. They're trying to tell us in so many words. Now, he died on, let me see. What was that? Oh, he was born. Was it 3/15? 3/15? I keep forgetting which one it was, whether he... 3/15. Well. 4 weeks, 4 days. If you take 3/15, the day that Julius Caesar died, versus the day that Letitia got in trouble, allegedly, you get 4/4. Barack Obama's the 44th president. And should we wheel one more? Because on 7/13, that's when Julius Caesar was born. Ooh, it's serious, isn't it? Take 7/13/2025 versus the day that this Letitia got in trouble, this James in New York. The difference is what? 88 was Trump's text number. 88022. Let's look up brother Julius Caesar right quick. Julius Caesar was how old?
To Wikipedia, guys.
See, 55 years old. And again, died on 3/15. And he was born, I was born July, well, they got the 12th there, but we always go July 13th. Depending on who you go with on Google, but it's July 13th. So there's the research, people. Powers, they speak by numbers, people. They speak by numbers. So that's how we follow the madness. New York Attorney General Letitia James says Trump administration officials' claims of possible mortgage fraud are baseless. Yeah. We got a whole lot of crap in New York. You got the mayor went through some stuff. Trump went through some stuff. Now she went through some stuff. The mayor's number one fundraiser, remember about a year ago, he was on a plane to go talk to Joe about getting some more money for immigration. And he got that phone call because his main fundraiser, what was it, the FBI was raiding her house. New York is the spot. You don't want to move there if you running for office, boy, they be on it. New York Attorney General Letitia James says the recent allegations by a Trump administration official against her are baseless and called them nothing more than a revenge tour. I agree. Actually, it's also entertainment for us. Wink, wink, and a smile. I will not be silenced. I will not be bullied. I will not bend, nor will I break, and I will not bow to anyone, James said in an exclusive interview with NY1 on Thursday night. No one is above the law, including the President of the United States. The office of the Attorney General will continue to stand up. I had to throw my British accent in this bad boy. Ain't nothing like some puppy love. Okay, now here's Donald Trump's birthday. The Lone Ranger. What's gotten into me? People, I was downtown. I was doing a live video. I was in that cold. I just took some cough medicine. Blame it on the cough medicine. It's all good. It's working though. Here he is, June 14th. And look at her, smile. Smile for the camera, girl. October 18th is her birthday. Let's put it together. October 18, 2026, her birthday, versus Trump's birthday this year, 6/14/2025. The difference is 16 months and 5 days. In my mind, that's 165. So what happens when you subtract both their birthdays, Trump and Letitia, 165? The 165th day of the year, people, is June 14th. And what is June 14th? Hello. Come on, man. Come on. We're not going to talk about the girls. We're going to go straight to the babies. Come on, man. Come on. We got to wake up Dick Clark so he can drop the ball on every... Y'all remember Dick Clark? We got to get Dick Clark to drop the ball on all this foolishness, right? Do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Remember? Y'all remember? Y'all got to get old school. Dick Clark, New York, drops the ball. Remember how Dick Clark used to drop the ball back in the day? He dropped that ball on all this. Where's Dick Clark when you need him? He'll drop the ball on all this. All right, I'm going to go back on path now. Okay, now, what's the next one? 10/18 is Letitia's birthday, Attorney General. 4/16 is when this accusation came down. The difference is 78 weeks. How old is Trump? 78. I thought so. Maybe they all need some cough medicine as well. Laugh it off, and some laughing gas. The laughing gas they used to use in, I think that was Batman, used to give him laughing gas. So 6/14 of 2025, that's Trump's next birthday. And here's the day that the accusation went down, 4/16. The difference is 84. Barack Obama just happened to be born on August 4th. Married in on that one for a minute, but not long. Check it out. New York became a part of the United States on July 26. Yeah, right there in the harbor. Right there in the harbor. July 26. That's interesting. If we take, I just had a thought. I'll come back to it. Take July 26 of 2025 and subtract it from 10/18, Letitia's birthday. The difference is 84. Like I said, don't sleep too long. Barack Obama Barack Obama's birthday. Okay, next one. Okay. I literally put this in the search engine on Gematria Calculator. Mortgage fraud, Letitia James, President Donald John Trump. And it come out to 222. Don't y'all know that's the Antichrist? Don't y'all know that's the Antichrist? That's crazy. Look at all that. Look at that. The Beast of Revelation 222, Antichrist 222, Barack Obama 222. So you telling me this is a devilish move? And I might as well throw that 555 in there because that's Julius Caesar all day. He just got extra 5. All right, now check this out. Eric Adams, right? Look, you got to check out the mayor's birthday or the governor of that city to see if it is a ritual. You feel me? Because this, to me, is a ritual. And they usually code it with a major politician. Me and the brother got a lot in common, right? He did security work on a high level, and I did. He got a bald head, and so do I. That's about it that I know. And we both chocolate. Anyway, September 1st is his birthday. September 1st, 2025 is his next birthday. Subtracted from Letitia's birthday, that is the one who has these allegations against her, Mr. Attorney General. The difference between both their birthdays is 47 days. Pearson, are you kidding me? Nope, I am not kidding you. Letitia's birthday is 10/18. 10/18. Look at that, 10/18. Eric's birthday is 9/1. 9/1, 10/18. Same year. 47 days. And Trump is the 47th president. People, it is a clown show. I hope that this video can be a tutorial that you can show your friends, that they can say, you know what? You've been talking all this smack for years. You've been following French shot Wayne Pearson. But this one is really crazy. And I think I'm gonna start listening to you because this guy connected some dots. This dot you can't ignore. Now, as I was doing these decodes, something came to mind. It sure did. But I don't know if I should do that here. But let me say this to you guys. I had a thought, and tell me what you think. And this is totally off topic. So let me get Letitia to smile at you guys. It's always good to talk while somebody's smiling at you, right? So check it out. I had this thought. From my last video, I said that, is it possible that the powers can bend time and space? Of which I do believe that they can. I'm gonna say it again. I believe the powers can bend time and space. We're in a new realm. Somewhere around 2019, 2020, they did it. Call it the Nikola Tesla, Trump, Elon Musk, whatever you want to call it. I believe, allegedly, they're able to do that. Now, a friend of mine sent me a video earlier in relation to the rapture. And it literally showed people in the film vanishing. And you know what hit me? I said, being that I do believe they can bend time and space, if you believe that Christ is going to call us and take us, and those who have deliberately not followed and accepted Christ as their Savior, and we let God be the judge on that. But there's going to be some people left behind if there is a rapture. So here's the thought. Here's the pondering thought. When a rapture takes place, were they and are they planning? Because I believe Satan knows that. He knows it's going to be taken away. I wish I had this one picture. I have a picture. Of an Asian lady. It's in a commercial. It doesn't matter that she's Asian, but in the commercial, she's holding on to a bench. She's holding on to some type of fixture because the UFO is trying to grab her. And ever since I saw that commercial, I've been thinking they're trying to tell us that they know that Jesus is coming to get us. So if I'm right, that when the rapture hits, they're going to bend time and space. Listen to me again. I believe, now that I'm thinking about this, the powers are making a plan to bend time and space so that when we are pulled up out of this earth, not only are they going to say UFOs got us, but they're going to throw things out. They're going to throw the whole time scheme of it off. Just think of it. I got to put a video together because I want to have you guys think and let me know what you think. Have you thought about that? That they will actually bend time and space as soon as we disappear? Because you know it's going to be millions. Anyway, my name is Friendshot Pierce. If you like the channel, please subscribe. Let folks know about me. Type in Friendshot Blue and click on the portrait. I appreciate it. And then if you can afford a love offering, I appreciate it. Click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a P.O. box. You can mail a love offering, a beautiful poetry book, Amazon Books, Protect the Gift. You can buy one for your loved ones or for yourself. I will pray for you. We pray for each other. And guess what? We're going to endure until the end. And again, happy Holy Week. God bless.